Hello and welcome to my Torchlight retrospective, my follow-up to my Torchlight first impressions. I've logged several hours into the game, done all three characters, beat the game with two of them. The third one, the guy I started with, I actually haven't beat the game with him yet. Well, the first part of the game. Um, I'll show you what I mean. I found a lot about the game. I enjoy it. Let me share with you a few of the things that I've discovered. Let's continue on with the alchemist. And I'll go through each three characters and show you what I've discovered for each one of them. Let's see. First and foremost, got to load, so we'll just wait on that. And here we go. Now apparently I am in a dungeon. So, can I actually get out of this dungeon? No. This is a map. Okay. A map that you throw. So I have to get out of here. Hold on. Well, I guess while I'm in this map area, I can go over how I tried to build this guy. And I don't really have much to say about him because I think I have gimped him a lot. First, let me identify these items that I found. My damage is not on par right now. I'm doing 704 damage. I've enchanted this a few times, and it degrades armor too, so you'd think that it would seriously do a lot more damage than what it does, but the degrade armor, I don't think it really does much. It might be bugged, or enemies just don't really have that much armor, because no matter how much armor degrade I get, with weapons and stuff combined in armor, it just doesn't seem to be doing much damage, like extra. And I should be doing probably 1900 damage right now at the level I'm at, which is 48. But I never can find weapons that say fastest or fast attack speed for him, and I don't want anything besides that. See, this is a two-hand average attack speed. This is a slow attack speed. I don't like that. I don't have anything here. I have this shield here, which is, it was the shield I was using. Then I got this shield, which is the same armor, but it has plus 621 health, so I was like, yeah, I'll take that one. I didn't enchant that. That just was on the shield of the mammoth. He doesn't seem to have a whole lot of resistances either. Look, see, he's not on par with my other character. Even the archer, I don't know what she's called in this, but you're going to call her the archer anyway, because she reminds me of the Diablo archer, probably everybody else on the planet. She's got hundreds, like 200 resistance and everything, and she's like level 52 or something. See, I started with him and started putting extra rare items, yellow items and blue items in the chest, the shared chest, and the other characters got to tap into that. So they got a head start on the gear, but that's only a head start now. They started putting items in there too for him, and I'd go back with him and pick up items. Like this shield was actually, the archer bought that and put it in the chest for him. So that was a good find. It's like, oh, and this was just for sale at the armories, so it was a pretty good one to buy. As far as spells go, this diverse 6 I found, and it's only for 20 seconds and it's cooldown at 60 seconds, so that's really imbalanced as far as it should at least be 30 or 45 seconds, or its cooldown should be 30 or 45 seconds. But 60-second cooldown is just is ridiculous, because it makes it only viable for like one attack wave, and then you're kind of stuck and you can just sit there until it recharges again. Maybe that's what they intended, I don't know, but it's annoying. As far as his skills are concerned, I think that's under yes, for stats. This Ember Bolt was my get out of jail free card for a long time. I just kept using it over and over again, and it worked up until a certain point, and then its damage became too low. But it's up to 300 damage per shot, and 4 shots hit it, and it's plus 5 knockback. So if all 4 shots hit an enemy, it becomes 20 knockback. That's how it works. Weapon damage, 10%, I guess that's per hit, so it could be up to 40% weapon damage. I don't like this ability anymore, but it's really the only thing that keeps him alive. He's maxed out. His offensive spell mastery is completely maxed out, and his adventurer thing is maxed out. So I have adventurer maxed out and everything, so potions are really effective, and I get more EXP. His bartering, this is maxed out with all my characters too, because you start doing this early and it benefits you. He's also maxed out in armor, so I have the highest defense I can possibly get of my gear, and defensive spell mastery. I started grabbing this because last level I grabbed that thinking it would be great. I wasn't sure what it would do, but what it does is it puts this little thing above your head, and it attacks. It attacks while you attack, which is okay, you'd think, but it seems to be random when it attacks. Okay, see, watch. See the little red thing right there? It attacks, but it seems to have no rhyme or reason when it attacks. And here's my get out of jail free card. I'm just spamming Ember Bolt over and over again because of its knockback. It does like 0 damage almost, but over and over again I can throw this out there and it does keep them at bay. So it was my crowd control spell for a long time. And this thing, like I said, it doesn't seem to have a set time when it fires. I can fire between like 3 and 5 shots, and then it just stops firing for, I don't know, a cooldown period, but I guess, and then it starts firing again. So when you're running around, this thing can pepper some enemy with a little bit of additional damage. But I'm not too pleased with the way he's been built up. People say I probably should have invested in his other skills, and maybe that's true, but at least I have maximum defense and as much HP as I can cram into the guy. And I have a heal spell, which is my right click right now. If I hit tab, it goes over to this flash thing, but the phase shift doesn't really work. I have a mod which I respect. I'll explain that in a minute, but I really wanted to use that. After I played for about 50 hours, I realized that respecking was kind of important to me. I didn't want to play another alchemist just to choose different abilities. So I got a mod which gives you respec potions. And trust me, I don't find that to be at all cheap. I find that to almost be essential, because a lot of these skills become obsolete. Actually, this Ember Bolt was not obsolete all the way through the levels of 30. You know, 30 to 40, it was still working really well. Let me show you what number 4 does. That a dervish, after I kill this thing, I'll show you what it does. Let's see, there. And now I can spam this like twice as fast, like twice a second. So it's really good crowd control. The problem is it only lasts 20 seconds, then I have to wait for the stupid cooldown, and who wants to do that? Now, I gave my pet Heal Self level 6 right now, and it also has Summon Skeleton level 6. So look at me just going ape shit over here, just spamming away at that. And I think it just cooled down. Yeah, now it's back to normal. Shame. Oh, that thing went away, so I better cast it again, because it's like, it just does a little bit of extra damage. This is how I play the freaking alchemist. I have to do some hits and I have to run away. I have to do some hits and I have to run away. These guys are my level, and you shouldn't have this much trouble with enemies your level. I really don't think so. So I haven't been getting the good gear, and I don't think his spell's set. I might have done a little bit off, but again, at least he has the maximum damage output for his spells when I get them, and he has the maximum defense. And I don't know if I've... maybe the magic mastery I should have picked too. If I go to character, player P. No, I'm sorry, that's pet. I'm still learning this. Character, and then S for stats. Yeah, where is it? It's the mastery, the magic weapons mastery thing. It's that's defensive, but frailty, ember shield. Maybe I should cast this. I mean, get this up to level 10. Maybe I should have been doing that. But arcane is, let's see, pyro. I haven't used that yet. I don't know what it does. But at least my offensive is maxed, and I already have this maxed. That's what I was looking for. Magic weapons expertise. So I get plus 40% damage with all my weapons, and the requirements are down by 10. You know, so that's pretty good. Maybe I'm just not playing the alchemist right, but I really wanted to have a better character altogether. I wanted to play him as sort of a combat sorcerer, one who could spam attacks, you know, like the warrior can spam his attack, and it works just fine. He's at mid 30 right now. He's beaten the first part of the game, but he did it just fine. And he's already in the crypt area, the second part. I'm guessing that goes down to like level 100 or something, but I don't like how I have to keep doing this and how little damage this does. At least I get 38 mana back per hit. You know, my gear gives me pretty decent recovery. Now it used to give me some HP back too, but I gave that up when I changed weapons, because this weapon was like double or my other damage. My other damage was like 40 to 80, and this was 80 to something. So I was like, okay, finally I get a better weapon. But If I should, I don't want to waste it. See, it's like the best ability I can never use because I don't want to waste it. That, however you say it, dervish. Yeah, because you don't want to lose it. You don't want to not have it. So you never use it. And then when you need it, you'll pop it, and then it's just like a shot in the barrel, and then it's over again. At least my damage is somewhat okay, but I can't fight as fast as I would like. I found out when I show you the archer after I get through this dungeon. Like I said, this dungeon's a good way for you to see how I play this character, and why I don't like the alchemist as much as I probably could like him. I don't like him as much as I could, just because I guess I spec'd wrong, and I probably should respec. It's only like $100-something for the respec potion. And man, this is a really long dungeon. I didn't expect it to be this long. Anyway, now you got a good feel for how I'm playing this guy and how much he sucks right now because his DPS just cannot compare with the defense and his armor. Even though I've really tried to max his armor out, I just don't think it worked. I haven't really found good gear, and the game's all about gear. So your character stats let you equip certain gear, and that's about it. Here. Let's do this so I can spam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The gun, the rifle that the archer uses, fires twice per second too. Its fire speed is 0.5, and 0.5 means it takes half a second to fire. I have with her tried to experiment with dual wielding. It didn't work out the way I had hoped it would. Dual wielding for her is not worth it. I'll explain dual wielding when I leave. Since you've seen this now up to a certain point, I don't think I need to show you anymore. So I'll clear these assholes for crowd control, and then I'll stop recording and get back in town and show you the other person. At least I have a good heal spell, but it's not powerful enough. I really need recovery per second. I mean, not recovery per second. I need, what do you call it? Absorb health on hit. And all my other characters have it. And he used to have it. But I swapped weapons, and enchanting them didn't give me that enchantment. So, something you have to give up. Man. Okay, and, oh, I recovered this, didn't I? Oh, shit balls. You don't want to die. I have to spam potions like crazy with this guy, and at least my potions are 80% more effective. That's all I can say about it. But, you know, adventuring's worth getting up at an early levels, early as you can. Start it. You maximize its potency the earlier you get it up to 10. And that's why I have adventuring and all the other abilities that do better gear and stuff. Oh shit. See, this takes forever. I'm probably just not playing this guy right. So, okay, what was I talking about here? Adventuring is the experience and fame, and this right here, the treasure hunter and barter skills. At least I don't get ripped off at the vendors as much, and find magical items. See, and it increases the potency of your enchantments too, so you'd think that I'd be able to find better gear, and I'd be able to enchant it better, but it just doesn't seem to be working that way right now. Maybe because his magic is only 111 and it should be higher. And as you can see, I've put his strength and dexterity. Now this is all augmented with gear. So what I have to do is I have to give my pet some of this crap. Oh look, that's actually better than my epic homunculus' mantle. I like the homunculus because it does more pet abilities. Increase all, plus usually it has like your pet has increased defense and attack, but this one doesn't seem to have that. I'll have to enchant this, but finally I found a mantle that's stronger than the one I have now, so I'll equip that. Base damage, base armor, I mean. So that's good. I'll just give my pet all this extra crap that I don't want or need. And I don't do two-handed weapons because you only get one set of enchantments, and here at least you get 2 sets of enchantments, and the DPS is comparable, so it doesn't make a difference. So let's look at myself without any gear on and see what my stats are. Give me my gear back. I want to make sure I have it to equip. Okay, that's what I had. Okay, now let's go to character sheet. Yeah, I had to give myself 45 strength, 45 dexterity, and 70 defense. 70 defense. That's why my magic suffers so bad at 105 at the moment. And people probably would be saying you should be at like 200 magic at about now, and I probably should be. So that would translate to direct damage. And I guess I'm just not. I didn't build him right. But you see, I wanted to equip some of this gear, and look, it requires 51 defense. You know, so oh look, you can just put it anywhere, and it warps to the right location, and that's a time saver. I didn't even know that. See, learn something new every day. This is something that these games need, of course. There we go. Okay, and now of course we look at the character stat again, and it goes up to 86, 79, 106. I needed that defense though to equip some of this armor, and I guess maybe I should have compromised a little bit more, but oh look, it increases my resistance and HP. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna get out of this dungeon and I'll show you the other characters. Okay, back in town. Hey look, this is actually something I want to purchase, because it has base damage 112 to 223 and my base is 62 to 124, so I can enchant this and get more damage out of it. The base damage is important, so I think I'll buy that. That's good. I don't have much money right now, unfortunately, but that's just the way it works. And I got a fame level up, so I'm not really sure what to do with it. I can experiment with this a little bit and see if this damage, you know, just plays out any better at level 10. So I haven't actually beaten, like I said, the game with him yet, and I still have some quests here to do. Actually, I think I was in his portal, so I need to go back in there and finish that quest. I never can seem to do it. My DPS sucks. What else can I say about this guy? Maybe I've been built him wrong, but I'm not too pleased with him at the moment. I thought he'd be the best, and it turns out he's not really my favorite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit the title, and we'll show the warrior next. Let's load a character. See, that was Gert. Let's load Yawn. He's only level 38, but look how badass he looks. I mean, just fucking look at that. He looks like Dark Evil or something. It's like, what the fuck, dude? I know I'm going to get better gear. Like, I had purple gloves that matched that in that style, but I found better ones. So I said, okay, I'll swap out. So slowly he's probably going to lose all of his gear. But let's play as the warrior, and I'll show you how I built him. And I'll show you that I like him a lot better. Because I have a dungeon right there. I'm in the middle of quests, I think. Yeah, I've got 3 quests. Other Peace, Jar, and Minion of Darkness, which is good. He's really come a long way. See, I've got a good armor piece on him. And his weapon is really cool too, for right now anyway. At level 38, it's pretty good. I only want to get the fastest attack speed weapons, and there's a few styles of weapon I always look for. As a matter of fact, my archer found another weapon in our share chest, which is full of good stuff for him. And I wonder if its base damage is better. See, what I have equipped right now is 650 damage, 109 to 218. And yeah, it's not as good as this one. Base 133 versus 109, and it has a stronger. Now it doesn't have a faster attack, 4% faster attack and 40 health stolen on hit, and armor degrade per hit and 10 knockback, but it does have 20 knockback. So what I'll do is I'll start with this weapon, and I'll start to upgrade it slowly. Of course, he doesn't look as badass anymore without that green and red blade. I have this blade now, but it's pretty much useless. So I could dual wield. I'm not. Oh, dual wielding. I forgot to mention dual wielding, and dual wielding sucks for the archer. You see, this is fastest attack speed, and that's fastest attack speed, right? So when he attacks, though, see, look, swing, swing, swing. You see the delay between his attacks. Each attack is fast, right? But you see the delay between his left and right attacks. That delay never decreases, no matter how much you have dual wielding. I maximized dual wielding before I respect the archer because I thought that if you maxed it, it would shorten that delay to 0, so you could just swing, 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 swing. But it turns out you can't. And if I hit W, see, you don't have that delay. And trust me, that delay means a lot, especially when you dual wield pistols. So, how much gold does this guy have? I've been building him up a bit better than the mage, I suppose. I've been making him a strength defense almost on par for a while, but I've been giving him more strength lately because I want more I want more defense, so let's go to stats. I want more attack power, sorry. He's maxed out 10. His attack, of course, is maxed out. His bartering is maxed out. See, I maxed that Aventurine, and he gets... These aren't in the same area as they were for the mage, but that's okay. Barter and treasure hunter. I recently started doing devastate. See, slash attack, maxed out, is actually really good. I need to demonstrate how good this is. This lasted me the entire first part of the game. I cannot get over how really good. Now, I should probably maximize this crit strike thing, but I think I'll do that after I do this. I still have like 20 more levels, well, of points left. I can get fame and it'll be faster. Let's go in, and I'll show you how I play him. I've got this tab. Oh, he has the town portal spell, which is good. I can right-click and do that swing, which is really effective for crowd control. And I have 4 devastate on hotkey 4, which I haven't really had much success with using because the swing is still so much better. Now, if devastate gets to level 10, it just might be on par. I don't know. I want to see. But his hard swing became my staple, and it's still good. I couldn't say that for the mage, or yeah, the mage guy. So watch, I'll show you. He swings this bastard, boom. It's just really strong. Oh, this rock troll is getting in my way. He's cramping my style. Now see, like, I get 141 HP and 20 mana back every swing, so it's really hard to drop me. Oh, a shield. Let me find a group of enemies so I can express to you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Door. Okay, here we go. Watch this. Damn! Damn! It just fucking devastates crowds. It's an awesome crowd control. Now, it is melee, so you have to get up in there and personal with it. But it's still awesome. Now, I don't know if dual wielding improves the damage on this thing at all, but it just ruins them. Now, let's try the dual wielding. One weapon's going to be really weak because it's an old weapon. But, see, does he attack with both weapons? Yeah, he does. Look, look, look. So I do this, and I hit, and it looks like I've got like 4,000. And, yeah, 2,000. So that normal swing is actually really good because it uses both weapons, so I'm actually getting double damage that way. Unfortunately, quest. That was a quest? Cool. So dual wielding actually for the warrior actually matters. If you max his dual wielding at more damage, he is the dual wielder of the game. It's not the mage. I tried dual wielding with him originally. 2 wands, 2 separate wands, sucked ass. But here, he can benefit from double damage, which is really good. I didn't know that, and now I do. And it's good, I did it live for you guys. And I like that. So, he benefits from dual wielding. Now, that's for damage, but his shield is good too. I mean, I like his shield. It's 60 more armor. And he's benefiting a lot from armor. So, I may dual wield, I may not. Oh look, I found a another shield, which is base is lower, so I won't care. Now it does have plus 23 armor, which technically makes it 71. But my normal shield has, I think, armor 2 on it. It has plus 276 health, and a 31% chance to reflect 240% of missile damage. I mean, damn. Which means that when I reflect damage, it reflects at 2.4 times the power. I think that's how it works. So anyway, this guy has incredible crowd control. And oh shit, I died. Oh fuck, I died. And he has so much money, I don't want to resurrect and lose all this. So, resurrect in town and lose nothing. Yeah, why not? I'll go back. It's not that big of a walk. But anyway, I like him a lot. I want to see if going up high with Devastate matters. So I'll pump that up to level 10. And I'll probably dual wield. I think he's got dual wielding, and yeah, there it is, dual wielding. I might try that. I might respec. Like I'll take everything out of, I don't know, barter, like just for a dungeon delve, and stick it into dual wielding. And I have that because I have a mod which gives this guy up here potions. And these potions, this is a respec potion of all your points, and these allow you to take stat points out and put them into other things. Like, so it's a net gain of 0. Like, you know, this one, you lose 10 magic and you get 10 stat points. You know, so these are useful. I should probably take some defense away from the from the alchemist and put it in magic. The only reason I added this mod was because I didn't want to spend 10 different characters learning all the different. I mean, I'm playing this game for fun. I'm not playing this game for serious power, hardcore, etc., etc. He seems to fight faster dual wielding. Now that delay is, see, you can swing just as fast with one hand as you can with two. Oh, okay. So and you alternate between damage, but the only good thing about dual wielding is also it double specs. Like, see, this one says 24 health stolen on hit, and this sword says 40 health stolen on hit. So no matter which sword I hit with, I'll get 64 health plus per hit. So that's how it works. This says 34 electrical damage and 44 electrical damage. So combined, every swing of the sword, no matter which sword I swing, is going to do 80. I can't count today. 44 plus 34 is 78. So that's how it works. But you do lose the shield benefits of defense, 60 more defense points, and for this case, plus 35 defense attribute bonus, which improves my defense altogether with everything, which is good. Now, this doesn't have an armor increase, which I was upsetting, but it gives me 10 dexterity and more health. So I don't prefer to dual wield. He's the dual wielder, though. He really benefits from it, which I like. So I'm happy with this guy. I really want to continue to play with him. So let's go on to the gunslinger. Let's save. X the title. I know this is getting a little lengthy, so I'll try to make her quick. So the character, I call her Slut because all the chicks are total sluts in games. Because I mean, look, I want to touch the boobies. Anyway, let's play. For her, don't do pistols. Don't dual wield. I had dual wield up to max with 2 pistols. She sucked. I'm sorry. The extra damage does not benefit at all from just dual wielding. And so I did rifles. The only rifle you want is this one with the scope on it because it's 0.5 for its fire speed. No other weapon in the game is a 0.5. So that fires twice per second, no matter what. Plus, I think it's spec'd out. Plus 352 physical damage, plus critical hit chance, 59 health stolen on hit, 20 knockback, and plus 7% faster attack. So that's even faster than twice per second. I really like that. Oh, I have a couple dull deep embers, so let's transmute those. And look how fast she runs. I think it's because I have some gear that says faster movement, or she just normally moves fast. I don't know which. But she's pretty awesome. Okay, that's a discolored. Oh, I want to get this off my chest as well. It's almost not worth collecting these gems. It's funny because the only gem you can't purchase are these chaos gems. You just find them. But every other gem in the game you can buy, or you can find. Has a stupid gun I don't care about. You see, look at these maxed. I have a star skull. Okay, that's only like 3 away from the max. And look, 9 defense attribute or 28 health stolen on hit. I can get more health stolen on hit by enchanting. The only one that's worth a damn. This is electric, poison, ice, and fire. I mean, a polished, a star cold ember only gives you plus 22 ice damage or 19 ice resistance. And I'm sorry to say, just a meager 22 is not worth it. If the max gem is like plus 100, then it's worth it. But when you get late in the game, which it takes you late in the game to get things up to star and beyond star, what's it called? Perfect, flawless, perfect, and then level 10. When you get this high, you are pretty far in the game. So there's no reason why these specs should be this low. I realize that the specs for the cracked should be low, 3 and 2. But they should double every time that you double up to the next one, from cracked to dull to discolored to normal. But they don't. They don't double at all. So I mean, that should be 3 to the 10th, or 3 to the 10th, 2 to the. There's 10 levels, so I think that should be 3, then double it, so 6, and whatever formula that is. 3 plus like x squared or something. 3 times. I can't remember the formula. It's like 3 times 2 to the x. Yeah, that's what it is. 3 times 2 to the x, where x is the level. That should be the formula, and it isn't. So gems are almost not worth your time, and you'll realize that your personal chest is only going to be filled with gems. You're not going to put items in it at all, except maybe if you have like an extra space or something, because you're trying to get the gems, and the gems just take up so much fucking room. So gems is barely worth it. If there's a mod that makes them 10 times more effective, then gems would be worth it. But you don't see, they're negligible in their increases, so I don't like it. But let me get over with what I'm doing with her in the dungeon. I think I'm in the middle of 3 quests, which is good. Every once in a while I'll poke into the armory and see if he has anything for sale. And the only thing I'm interested in is her gun. Just the style of gun, you know. If it's not the style of gun, I'm not interested. So let's go in and show you what she is real quick. Now I fight with her 2 different ways, and they're both really good. I'm at the stairs going down, so let's go down. I mean, I've got 3 quests to do in this, but I'm not going to worry about those so much. It's just show you. I've noticed that with her abilities, one of them's better than the other, and I have to get there to show you. Okay, character stats. You see this at level 10 here, this arrow hail? It's not as good as explosive shot at the same level. It's just not. Now I maxed out block and parry, which is good, but here, and her crit chance, because she was the gunslinger, so I wanted her to do as much damage as possible, and she does crit quite often if I use her regular shot, which can be useful against bosses. But explosive shot versus arrow hail. I'll show you why explosive shot is better. I have them on tab, one after the other, so I can tab them. So let's just first use arrow. Level 10, mind you. So I'm like level 51 or something, so I gotta find some people to kill. Okay, see this? You right click and it hails them with arrows. Bingo, right? And then they can die. But you see, and look how much mana that takes. That takes a lot of mana. And it doesn't really kill them right away. Now, it is good against a group, and the benefit is, if there was a platform down here, like, let's say there were staircases, see where my pointer is? If there were a staircase here that goes down to a platform. First I'm going to do this. Shoot. She does 9 and 149. She's got a pretty good recovery rate, too. You could use arrow hail here. See? I can target anywhere on the map with arrow hail, which means you can do it behind walls. So if you see someone behind a wall, you can arrow hail them to death, and they can't ever touch you. So that's why arrow hail is actually decent. But see, it doesn't have any knockback. They can walk through the hail to get to you, and individually its damage is not really that great. It has to be layered, and it takes a lot of mana. Now let me show you explosive shot. First I'm going to shoot this thing, get some mana back, and let me find a group, because this is the ultimate crowd control. Damn! You see, it's not even fire damage. It's not an elemental damage at all. It's an explosive damage. It's like force damage. And here's why it's great. Ranged weapon that detonates on impact, dealing damage to foes within a range. A 6.57 meter circle, they'll get damaged. So you can actually exploit through walls. If there was a staircase here and there was a room here on the same level, let's just say there was a wall here, and there was monsters behind it. If you target the wall and shoot with this, and they're next to the wall, they'll get damaged. So it's not as effective as the arrow hail for going through walls into next rooms, but I'm willing to give that up for how effective this is. I mean, it also, look at the mana consumption comparatively. It takes so little mana to throw this out there. I can't get enough of this. This is like the ultimate. And I have a healing spell. It's not that strong, but most people really need healing spells. Her weapon attack is pretty good. Oh yeah, right here. See all these skeletons? Damn, they're dead. Their skeletons are dead as shit. Yeah, he's dead. Now, there's not. I don't think there's a knockback with this per se, but it does seem like they do fly back every once in a while. And even my normal gun has a good knockback, and it fires so quickly that I could actually go toe-to-toe with this boss, and as he's bitch-slapping me, I could just recover. I like that method too. It does take longer than the explosive shot. Ooh, that was a quest, and I got 10,000 fame for that. Not bad. So I got a mysterious bow too. But I really prefer explosive shot because this is the ultimate weapon. I have not yet found something in the game that is this effective. I almost want to say she's as broke as the archer was in Diablo 1. True, the wizard was more broke, but I think that she was more broke. The wizard was more broke than the rogue was in Diablo 1. But she's on par with the wizard as far as this ability. As soon as you get the ability to use this, do it and don't fucking look back. Now, you can just, and only use this gun. No other gun. I had a gun that had a big skull in the front of it, and it looked cool, but its fire time was like 0.8, and this is 0.5. So do the math on that. Oh god, I hate Dark Zealots. They are overpowered. I have a mod which takes away some of their power because I looked at the forums after playing for about 60 hours. I looked in the forums because I thought Dark Zealots were overpowered, and it turns out my view is not unique. Everyone thinks Dark Zealots are overpowered. So, oh yeah, I love it when you can increase the range of your weapon. Like, ranged weapons have additional, like, meters of attack or something. I think I have a couple pieces of armor that do that. I haven't really checked my stats lately, but she does quite a decent amount of damage. Her normal attack sucked for a long time before I upgraded her weapon, and once I did, she's on par now. See, she can shoot, and she's got knockback, which is good. But I just boom! You can't go wrong with this weapon. It's almost unfair. I mean, look at it, and the mana consumption is so low. I just orgasm when I use this thing. Now you have to control it. If you just keep spamming it in the wrong direction, they'll get in on you. They'll get hits on you. See, he's already on my ass. So it's not the ultimate. It's not like you can't just use it and have it just like make an aura around you. Oh, the fighter has a weapon ability like that, and so does she. I respect out of it as soon as I could because it sucks. The one that has knockback. Okay, see, and look, when I'm out of mana, I'll just attack for a little while. She only gets +9, unlike the alchemist's +38, but she doesn't have as many MP points anyway.
My pack is full.
Oh, okay, her pack is full. So, I love this character. I'm beginning to like the warrior as much as her, and I want to experiment with him to see if I'll fall do dual wielding with him. Because while she can use weapons, it's better, I think, to use guns with her. And to make her a gunslinger means you have to... This is the only skill you really need. Let's do stats again. I'm trying to find the stat really quick. I don't think Seeking Shock is going to ever compete with Explosive Shot. I think Explosive Shot is overpowered. This right here. Wind of Justice. It's not worth it. Let me map 5 to Wind of Justice, and I'll show you why. Okay? I'll probably die doing this. But look. See? It blasts them back, yes. But it does hardly any damage. Apparently this is just supposed to get people off your ass so you can do something else. But it's so underpowered, you can't kill people with that. Look, it's fucking stupid. Like, don't use it, you know? Use Explosive Shot. And look, oh, there's my 2 quest pieces. That's cool. They're all right there. Now, I also maximized her pet ability. Where is it? Right here. Pet Mastery, it's level 10. 40% armor, minion armor and damage, and 80% decreased travel time. If you're not in the main dungeon where it only takes him half a minute to get back, it'll take him 2 minutes to get back. And this knocks down to 23 seconds at level 10. It's a huge investment, but with the pet having that much damage and armor extra onto him, he actually becomes a little bit more viable. But that's only if you care about your pet. And I kinda do, because I give him... That frost saved my life many times, because when I was underpowered for certain areas, the pet uses frost and it slows enemies down. He would frost everybody, and I'd have groups and groups of people just frosted and slowed, which really helped me out. So I recommend giving the pet that. My alchemist, you might have seen, he had the summon skeleton level 6. So the pet summons up to 2 skeletons to fight with you, and that's kind of saving my bacon. I think the alchemist is meant to just have a bunch of peons and minions do his dirty work for him. So I think maybe the imp ability maxed out would be better for him than what I did. And I think giving the pet the ability to summon stuff is good too, because you just have a lot of minions. and minion damage is really where it's at for him. So for her, it's just that's useless. I'm gonna respec out of it and probably give myself something else, but I don't know what to give myself because, to be honest, I like what I have now. Nothing beats explosive shot at all, and I maxed out block. So what else am I gonna do? And I maxed out gambling. I'm sorry, critical strike. So what am I gonna do? Offensive spell mastery, ricochet, which I don't like at all. I mean, what am I gonna throw this in? Like her traps. I don't even care about her traps. I looked at them and I'm like, bleh. They can't compete with explosive shot. I know they can't. So, maybe I'll pump it into, I don't know, a lightning bomb or something, or dual wielding and see if I can get something out of it, but I probably can't. Maybe dual wielding works with explosive shot, and if it does, then maybe I'll do 2 pistols. Because she can't use a shield anyway, so if dual wielding works with explosive shot, I'll do that. So, I think I'll take out the 10 points from Wind of Justice because it's stupid, put it back in dual wielding, and see if I like it. But I don't really need to at the moment because she's on par with her damage, and I like that, so I'm just going to go out of here. Let's exit the title. And there's my retrospective on the game after my first impressions, and I really like it. I don't like the alchemist, but I'm probably just playing him wrong. I like her a lot, but only when I realized giving her explosive shot was the way to go. Before that, I was having a big problem with her, keeping her alive, running around, hoping my pet just froze everybody and slowed them. And the warrior, though, from level, not since level 1, he actually died quite a few times before I had a good repertoire of potions. But when I use that swing on everybody, he goes through mana potions pretty quick, actually, which is kind of fun. Kind of funny considering that he's not the magic caster, so I give him a bunch of magic potions. And as I'm talking about him, why don't I just load that character up? Yawn. These names weren't serious, you know. As I, there he is. As I use him more, I really like him a lot. He was hard to get started with, but his swing was really good crowd control because it hits everybody. It's not so much good for bosses, but when I started getting absorb health and potions, he became okay against bosses. And that swing still does more damage, and when I got the swing up to higher levels, it became really useful because the damage output was a lot more than just like extra 20% damage, extra 40% damage, or whatever it was. So he just looks badass. I just want to upgrade that armor forever. I want to get better versions of that armor set. And better versions of the purple gloves. Some of that is actually like the nobility stuff, like the court stuff, and some of it is other mismatched podge, but it all looks cool. So, there's my impression. I know I was a little lengthy, a little wordy, but I showed all 3 characters, and until I get a better build, I don't like Alchemist. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you guys give this game a shot. It really is fun. And Torchlight 2 is supposed to come out in a month or so, like July, I think, for near the 1st of July or the 1st of August, one of those two. No official release date yet. But because I pre-ordered Torchlight 2 off Steam, they gave me this game for free, so I already mentioned that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.